So let's analyze the blood pressure data from the spreadsheet. So first we have to save the spreadsheet, which we already did. Now we're going to open it in BlueSky Statistics. So go to the three lines on the far left, click Open. BlueSky is going to take you to the correct directory. Here's our spreadsheet. Select it and click Open. We have two worksheets in this workbook, one for systolic and one for diastolic. So let's open them both. And you can see we have the blood pressure readings and the stages. So we made some changes to our lifestyle during this experiment, and we recorded whether it's the old lifestyle or the new lifestyle. And just as a matter of best practice, what I do is after I load a spreadsheet, I don't really care for this really long description which shows the file and the spreadsheet in the file. So you can save this. So we have the diastolic file highlighted. If you say save data set as, it will save it in a BlueSky data format, and it will clean up the top line. I'll show you how that works. So this is diastolic. And it's going to save it as our data. And this long line will be replaced by a nice little short version, which is called diastolic. Likewise, we do the same here. Save the data set. And you can see the last data set is here, and if you want to do some more work on this file, you can just bring in that data set. Save it. So we have systolic and diastolic data sets. You can also see that systolic is a numeric variable and stages is a factor variable. So that will let you do some additional analysis that we're not going to do here. So what we want to do is we want to create a run chart or an eye chart. So we'll select Shewhart charts xbar.1/I-MR. That's the chart we want. Going to analyze systolic, and we're going to pick the run test. So this box is checked by default, and we'll leave it checked. But if you want to do the run test, which we do for this class exercise, you have to you want it to print a summary of the test for special causes and the details, just so you can see what BlueSky did, because it isn't always clear on the charts. They get a little bit cluttered when you have to list all the run tests and so on. So there are 8 run tests, and we're going to tell BlueSky to choose all of them. We're going to click the run icon. BlueSky is going to do its thing. And there's our eye chart with run tests. And you can see it labels the run test that failed. So test 5, test 6, so on, test 2. And then below it, it will also summarize the run tests that were violated. So beyond 3 sigma, we had groups 4, 5, 7, and 12, and so on. So the combined samples from all special cause tests, we had all these subgroups. So this is a very out of control process, and BlueSky will give you more than enough details, and you can save this output. So you could save it, name it systolic sample 1, and so on. and you can save it as an HTML file. That will let you pick things out of the HTML file and paste them into documents. And you can, of course, paste the chart into another file. So let's do the same thing with systolic, or diastolic, I'm sorry. I guess we'll pick summary. That'll save you having to type it in. And then click the run icon. Take a look at the chart, the eye chart. By the way, the eye chart and the moving range chart are not both necessary because all the information is contained in the eye chart. So looking at this, we can see that same as for the pattern for systolic, it looks like something happened around group 36. So they look like the person whose blood pressure this is has made some progress in lowering their blood pressure. So what we can do is we can go up to the dialog icon and click it. And we know, actually, let's look at the data. We know from the data that a change was made after subgroup 35. So subgroups 36 through 66 are a new process, a new lifestyle. So we want to analyze that as phase 2. And Minitab and other software, Sigma XL, etc., will let you specify a stages variable and sort it by variable, but BlueSky doesn't really have that feature. So we put group rows to be used to chart. We're going to use the first 35 as one group and the second group as the new group. There we go. That's what we're after. So phase 1, still out of control when analyzed separate, but it's different than phase 2. And so we can see phase 1, the center line was about 90.66. Phase 2, the center line was about 70.81 for diastolic. And we'd want to run the same analysis with systolic and get a phase 1, phase 2 chart. And BlueSky will let you put in several phases if you're making changes to the process as you go along. So I'm not going to show it, but you would do the same thing to get systolic charts. Actually, we're going to have to show it because we're going to want to put that into a report. So what you do, same analysis. For systolic. So systolic looks a lot cleaner as far as out of control points. Phase 2, our process is in statistical control for readings 36 through 66. Phase 1 only has one out of control reading. So looks like we kind of improved our blood pressure with the lifestyle changes that we made for phase 2.